This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
I remember last week, I think it was last week or the week before, I did a segment where I talked about how when people were talking about, well, Cam and the interest with Cam, and that they talked to Anthony Lynn. Oh, well, he's on our practice, he's on our targets list for practice players, this and that. And what did I tell you guys about everything that was going on? It was crap, right? That I told you there's no interest in Cap. Everybody's made a decision on Cap. I mean, not on Cap. Everybody's made a decision on their quarterbacks already. At this point, you cannot. If you add a quarterback at this point, it's because you're really uncertain about your situation, i.e. Patriots. Because at this point, everybody signed the free agent quarterback that they wanted. Everybody drafted the quarterback that they wanted, or they already had their quarterback in place, right? Carolina wanted Teddy Bridgewater, and the Saints added Jameis as their backup, and I could go on and on and on. And the Dolphins drafted Tua, and everybody made their decision. The Colts went and made the move for Phillip Rivers. Everybody made their decisions months ago. I told you that at this point, nobody's adding Cap because the plan's already set. The only reason the Cam thing happened is because Bill Belichick is panicking. He realized Jarrett Stidham wasn't ready mentally yet. So he went and added Cam. So now he's got to change and overhaul the plan now. Don't be stupid here. Don't be ignorant. Don't be naive. Really, it's really not stupid or ignorant. It's a terrible adjective on my part. It's naive. Don't be naive, okay? Dolphins have their plan in place. It was Fitz. We'll bring along Tua. We've got Rosen in the background. Colts said, hey, we've got Jacoby as a backup. Let's go get Phillip Rivers, and we'll draft the Washington kid. We'll develop him while we keep Rivers going, and we got Brissett as an insurance policy to back up the guys. And to help teach the system, since he's been here, he's a great teammate, yada, 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 yada. And the Chargers, hey, we've got Tyrod Taylor. We're going to draft Herbert. We've got the bridge and the future.
The only reason you're doing something with a quarterback is you had a freak accident, an injury, or some suspension came down, something occurred that forced your hand.
Right, or panic in the Patriots case. So I told you that nobody's interested in Cap because everybody's made their decision already. And the Patriots, they panicked. They didn't want to go Cap. They went with Cam only because Cam is the guy that's been playing. Cap has not. That's all. No other difference. And so I'm watching Get Up this morning, and Dan Graziano does an excellent job breaking news and following the league, and he has a lot of great insight. Here's his take on the Colin Kaepernick situation. Play that soundbite, please, Bill.
The thing you have to understand about Kaepernick is that people, teams around the league are aware that he's out there, have been for 2 or 3 years, haven't made a move to sign him, and the speculation on Kaepernick is all external. I mean, I've asked a lot of people, and I have not been able to uncover any concrete interest from any team in Kaepernick, any evidence that any team has reached out to his representation to express interest. It just feels like I think we all want him to sign. I think there are people around the league, people in the league office, there are coaches around the league who support him and would like to be able to get him on a team, and it may happen. But to this point, there has not been any significant activity that I would expect would lead to that anytime soon.
There you go. Right? Booger McFarland follows up on his view of this whole Kaepernick situation. Shoot the Booger.
Should they, Greeny? Absolutely. Will they? I don't think so. And Dan Orlovsky makes a lot of astute points about the backup quarterback position and everything that's going on, and it would be a shame for a team to be on a playoff run and not have a capable backup quarterback. But Dan, I can go back the last 3 seasons and I can give you scenario after scenario that fits your criteria. Greeny, this comes down to the owner. Are the 31 owners plus the Green Bay Packers, is someone amongst the 32 going to sign off on bringing Colin Kaepernick into your building and everything that comes with him? And we all know it. We don't have to hash this out. All of a sudden, because of what's happened over the last several weeks in our country with Drew Brees, with Black Lives Matter, with George Floyd, all of a sudden this is being revisited because we think all of a sudden now the NFL is ready for Colin Kaepernick. Well, what happened the last 3 years? Haven't the owners been ready the last 3 years? No, they haven't. And that's the reason why he's not in this league. Dan is right. It has nothing to do with his ability. He can still play. Colin Kaepernick being in this league comes down to, are the owners going to sign off on him coming into their building? And if they do, there's a couple of opportunities. We've heard Seattle sniff around and maybe Pittsburgh and Tennessee. But if these owners don't sign off on it, Greeny, don't get it twisted. Everything that's happened the last 6 weeks in our country has changed the conversation. It's changed the movement. But the one thing it has not changed what's happened with the 31 owners in the Green Bay Packers, because we have not heard them come out and say that there is an opportunity for Colin Kaepernick in this league. Until I see that, I'll then believe he'll have a chance. But all this conversation about Kaepernick, this is something that we've created. There is no substantial evidence that says that Colin Kaepernick is now about to do that he hasn't done the last 3 years, which is get back in the NFL. I'll believe it when I see it.
It took him about a week or two to catch up to our show here, but I guess everybody else has figured it out now. Well, we figured it out right from the get-go. It's like nobody said it's the stupid-ass stuff that media comes up with. Some media, of course. Some of us are level-headed in the media. But it's like they think that things are going to change right away and these people are going to change their ways. Coaches are set in their ways, and so is the front office. And there's a time and a place to make all your decisions and your plans. Everybody made their plans. The only team that is panicking is the Patriots. Again, the certain media members, certain fans, they want to hype up this move by the Patriots and not look at it for what it is. It's a team panicking, saying, yeah, our initial plan with the quarterback did not work. Yeah, no, we got to change. It's pretty bad. Okay? They're not going to tell. And again, who else was saying, oh, the Patriots are super confident in Jarrett Stidham. That's why they're stayed with it. It was the media people making that up. They didn't know. They don't know. I'll tell you this. Let's have a little fun, because we like to do our homework on this show. We talk about it all the time, right? That we like to do our homework on the show. Well, there was an article written about Colin Kaepernick from WEEI. Okay, that's the Boston station, all right, that everybody tunes into there, and they do a great job overall, right, covering the team. But here's a reporter for WEEI, Ryan Hannibal, and it says, by all accounts, this was posted on the 26th of this month. We are in the 30th, correct? Today's 30. Okay, you're the math expert. I am not. I'm pretty good at basic math, but you're better than I am at everything. 30 minus 26 minus 30 is how many days?
4.
4 days. Okay, I just want to confirm. I have trouble counting to 2. So it's 4 days. Okay? 4 days ago, this is the article. By all accounts, Jarrett Stidham will be given every opportunity to be the Patriots starting quarterback in 2020, Ryan Hannibal of WEEI reports. Stidham is joined in the quarterback's room by veterans Brian Hoyer and undrafted rookie Jamar Smith and Brian Lewerke. Of course, the Patriots were linked to many other quarterbacks in the offseason, Cam Newton, Andy Dalton, but yet they stuck with what they have. Appearing on Get Up this week, Adam Schefter explained how they show confidence in the Auburn product who was drafted in the 4th round a year ago. I think it shows they have a lot of confidence in Jarrett Stidham. And it doesn't preclude them from picking up a quarterback at some time before camp and bringing in another arm at some point, he said. Again, what they have said to you so far is this: we believe in Jarrett Stidham. And you heard David bring up Matt Castle. I would also bring up Jimmy Garoppolo. The year Tom Brady was suspended for 4 games and the Patriots went 3-1 without Tom Brady that year, they are used to some sort of thing. I think they relish this sort of challenge. The fact that Tom won't be there, it will be a different offense. It will be a different atmosphere. It will be different completely with one guy who's been so important to the franchise for 20 years. It is a whole new chapter. I think they love this. I think it's the part of them that looks forward to this. Yeah, they're not tanking. And yeah, I think they have a big expectation for Jarrett Stidham, and we will see whether or not they are valid at a time where, again, I keep coming back to economics of the business of sport, where after this year, the cap may be flat or potentially go down due to the pandemic. Look at the Patriots sitting there paying a second-year quarterback in Jarrett Stidham and Brian Hoyer a veteran minimum type of contract. They have no money invested basically in the quarterback position, and they will have flexibility if it doesn't go well to do what they want to do at some point. But for now, they will ride with Stidham, who I think they believe in. Now, you heard at the beginning of that whole comment by Schefter, where it says it doesn't preclude them from picking up a quarterback at some time before camp and bringing in another arm at that point. That's him covering his ass, okay? He does that all the time where he'll throw something out but always cover himself with it. But the story from beginning to end is confidence in Jarrett Stidham. Confidence in Jarrett Stidham. And, of course, as a reporter, you will try, or as a talk show host, you will try to cover your ass by throwing the back end of it. So that way, if it happens, you threw it out there. You're unlike yours truly, that I'll just have my conviction and I'll go with it. And I'd rather be wrong on the conviction than use the whole, hey, yeah, but this could happen. And I told you and I backed myself up. No. You can't play the fence on both sides. But here, you're not trying to play the fence. Here, they've been saying what they've been saying for 2 months now. Oh, the Patriots believe in Stidham. Well, apparently they don't. And that's why I told you, whether it was last week or the week before, I think it was last week, actually. I told you that this story, no, it was 2 weeks ago. This story was a bunch of crap. Okay? They're not going to sign Kaepernick. Nobody's signing Kaepernick. Guy's been out of football for 4 years. You're going to need 800 injuries before they sign him. And then they'll bring him in and give him a shot. That's what's going to happen. But if not, they're going to go Jameis Winston. They're going to go Teddy Bridgewater. They're going to go Cam Newton. They're going to go the guys that have been playing right now instead of the guy that hasn't played for 4 years. And remember, I one of the things I told you in that rant was you still bring him in, and even if he's not playing, you will have to answer his questions every day. How is Cap looking? Does Cap have a chance? Oh, you got an injury. Will Cap get in? How will you have a package for Cap? Everything will be. Are you against Cap kneeling? Are you all of this? And you have to deal with all that. And he's not even playing. And that's the problem. It's the Tim Tebow effect. You're not playing, but yet you've got to answer 400 Tim Tebow questions, and he's not even a factor in the game plan at all. It's weird, and it's a burden, and that's what Kaepernick is. We're trying to paint him as some kind of an asset, but teams still don't look at him as an asset. They still view him as a burden to some extent. I mean, I'm just being honest. That's all. I'm just being honest with what's going on.